What's up, Steelers Nation? Thank you so much for jumping on to another episode of Steelers to Go, your daily to-go cup of Pittsburgh Steelers news and analysis. I'm Noah Strackbein. Find us on youtube.com/all Steelers talk or anywhere you get your podcasts. Today, I'm talking about a solution that the Pittsburgh Steelers might have at inside linebacker, or at least all that they're left to try. Really, there's two answers here. For those of you who haven't been impressed with Devin Bush, and that's most of Steelers Nation, myself included, you have to look for another solution. Robert Spillane is who Robert Spillane is. I think that's the most important topic of this conversation. You do not need to find a replacement for Robert Spillane. You just need to find a way that he doesn't have to play every down or significant ones. If it's a third and short and you need somebody to clog the middle, Robert Spillane next to Miles Jack is your best option. I thoroughly believe that. But if you need somebody to play 3 downs a series, that's not your guy. He's great at what he does, but he's not great at what he doesn't do. That's okay, because the other hand, Devin Bush hasn't seemed to be great at anything. At this point, the Steelers are working with a one-handed inside linebacker group, which, granted, is an upgrade from last season, but it's still something that they need to figure out, because at the end of the day, the rush defense is struggling, and Tyson Alualu and Isaiah Loudermilk will be able to help improve that, but you need inside linebacker play to stop the run. Devin Bush is a sore spot there, and you can't play Robert Spillane enough to feel good about the defense the other way around. So who are your options? First is a 3 safety set with DeMonte KZ over the middle. Center field is Minkah Fitzpatrick, and Terrell Edmunds is playing the box. They played it against the Jacksonville Jaguars. It worked really well, actually. Terrell Edmunds is a natural box safety. It's where he played at Virginia Tech. That's where he should be playing now while the Steelers try to figure this out. Is that something that he should do the rest of his career? I don't know, maybe. But in Pittsburgh, it doesn't have to be every down, but it does have to be in the mix, I believe. If they want to secure a better inside linebacker room, their best option is to start utilizing all of their options. Devin Bush will likely play. I don't think the Steelers want to give up on him. I don't think Devin Bush is worth giving up on just yet. Do I think he's going to improve? No. Is he okay to be on the field at times? Yeah, definitely. Robert Spillane needs to be utilized in the right situations. And then you run a 3 safety set in those times where those other options aren't working well. Let Terrell Edmunds mix it up in there. He's great in the backfield. He's got incredible instincts in the box, and he could cover tight ends well when he's up in their face. It's not like he takes a step back in his coverage game when he has to play closer to the line of scrimmage. He's a better box player than maybe your top 2 inside linebackers, as crazy as that sounds. So that's your top option, and it's something that Terrell Edmunds says that he does quite well.
Something we saw a little bit of in that game was some 3 safety looks with you down in the box, DeMonte back wide, and then Minkah obviously in center field. Is that something that you think can really help you guys in the regular season and something you could work into the rotation?
I definitely think it's a nice package, something that we can definitely build off of. Something we've been working on, so that was our first time really getting it out there because Minkah's out there now, but I definitely think it looked good out there.
I think the Steelers wanted to try to run this last season. I think they hoped that Miles Killebrew or Carl Joseph or Trey Norwood could have been that third guy. And I think Trey Norwood would have been that third guy this season if DeMonte KZ didn't step in. Norwood now plays the everything. He plays the Cam Sutton. He plays up at the line of scrimmage in the nickel. He plays the dime back, or he plays a little bit of safety. Chances are, if you needed him at cornerback, he could play some cornerback. That's who Trey Norwood is. The Steelers love that piece. That's an important piece to their defense. But now that DeMonte KZ is here, the Steelers could also use 3 safety sets like they want to use. They wanted to use it a little bit last year. I think it would have helped their issues when it came to the inside linebacker room drastically last season if they were able to use Terrell Edmunds where they thought he played the most comfortable. This season, they're allowed to do that. I think it's huge for Terrell Edmunds because it shows his versatility and how dominant he can be in the box. And I think it's huge for the Steelers, who now have an actual option, a starter quality option for someone next to Miles Jack because Damontae KZ isn't a step down at safety. He's a starting quality veteran, and Terrell Edmunds makes plays, splash plays in the box. So that's a great solution. I think the other one that they might try to test out a little bit is Mark Robinson, who says that he's ready. How much more comfortable you feel today than you did coming in here for rookie minicamp?
I mean, like anything, with more time, more comfortability, that just, what happens when you show up every day and put your best foot forward.
What do you feel you still have to work on the most in these last 2 weeks? I mean,
honestly, the type of guy I am, the type of mindset, I'm going to keep pressing upon myself. Like, it's nothing that I feel like I can't crease up. You feel me? Nothing. Nothing. It's like everything I feel like. Whatever in my game, I still, I'm still working on everything right now.
Yeah. You feel like if you stepped into week 1 with a pretty big role on this defense, you'd be confident in your abilities?
Whatever my team asks of me, man, that's what I'm here to do. I just, whatever they ask of me, I'll be ready for it. Whenever, week 1, week 12, year 2, year 3, year 4, whenever it's going to be, I'll be ready.
The 7th round rookie should not play starting reps this season. I don't think that he should, unless he truthfully earns it all around. Like if we hit a point, and maybe that does happen, where the Pittsburgh Steelers look at their inside linebacker room and everybody else looks at their inside linebacker room and says, Mark Robinson's the best guy out here besides Miles Jack, then yes, he should be starting. But a 7th round rookie should possibly take on a role. You're going to see some hiccups. He's a 7th round rookie, a very raw 7th round rookie at inside linebacker. There will be major hiccups. But if he plays a little bit of a role, that's not a bad thing. And it's another option. And he's impressed so far. He's a thumper. He could play inside and outside. Some of that Micah Parsons inside linebacker role where you're utilized all across the field because you could do a little bit of everything. He's got to improve his ability. And I don't even want to say his ability. He's got to improve his instincts in pass coverage. But besides that, he plays very physical and he plays very well when given the opportunity. He took a little bit of first-team reps during the Steelers' first practice after their second preseason game. That's a huge sign while Devin Bush nurses an ankle injury. Possibly a solution. But I think the Steelers, like I said a couple minutes ago, their best option is having options and utilizing all of them. Let Terrell Edmunds play in the box as much as you can. Make Devin Bush the starter, but don't rely on him like one. Let Robert Spillane play what Robert Spillane plays best, and that's being a run stuffer. And then possibly utilize Mark Robinson to see what you have in a young, raw, developing rookie who's working with Brian Flores at inside linebacker coach and has a guy like Miles Jack next to him teaching him the ropes. That's not bad. It's much better than what you had last season. It's much better than what the Pittsburgh Steelers were working with last summer heading into week 1. It's a step forward. It's a step in the right direction, and it allows you to fix the rest of your defense and say, okay, well, we're stuck with this last hole. How do we fill it? If Devin Bush isn't the answer, start trying everything else. See if something clicks. NFL is back, baby, and we want you to look your best while you're downing a few brewskis at your fantasy football draft. Our new sponsor, True Classic, is the absolute best fitting t-shirts a man can buy. A lot of guys add a little bit to their beer belly during football season, and these tees are specifically designed to help hide that spare tire. And if your lady is upset with you watching football all day, the least you can do is do it looking good. We've all been there. Finding the right t-shirt with a little bit of a dad bod is incredibly frustrating. Most t-shirts are either way too tight on your gut or look way too big and boxy. True Classic has already helped over 2 million men finally get their fit at an affordable price. Our listeners get access to the best deal they offer. For a limited time only, get 25% off with our code ALLSTEELERS at trueclassic.com. Almost all men's t-shirts are designed to look good on skinny models with six-packs, but most of us aren't packing anything but a few beers. Fellas, you are wearing the wrong clothes. True Classic tees taper off towards the bottom, but they fit tighter around the chest and shoulders. It's time to highlight your best attributes with a t-shirt you can always confidently throw on. Not only are you finally getting a t-shirt designed for the male body, but the first thing you'll notice is how soft it is. The colors are prime too, and you could even match your team of choice. True Classic does not just stop at tees. They are the one-stop shop for men's essentials, from polos and workout t-shirts with the same flattering fit to boxer briefs designed with the pouch to keep your bulge nice and comfortable. All of their gear is top-notch quality at reasonable prices. They have the Dope Pack Builder on their website where you can custom bundle all of their essential products and save even more than the discount we're offering you today. And for any of the defensive sized players, they have a long body option for all the tall guys and up to 3XL on their staple colors. Whether you have abs or flabs, their clothes look great on all body types. Let's stop beer belly shaming with better clothes. Men, let's be team players here. Upgrade your wardrobe with True Classic and help your friends out by telling them to get these tees as well. Big dudes, small dudes, my dudes, True Classic has you covered. It's about time you learn how to dress yourself properly. Upgrade your wardrobe at True Classic. Get 25% off at trueclassic.com with our code ALLSteelers. Free shipping included on purchases over $100. That's 25% off at trueclassic.com with our code ALLSteelers. There's one guaranteed bet you should make this football season, and that's True Classic.